Savannah used to be a picturesque place, tourist destination, a town known for escaping Sherman's march to Atlanta because the citizens of Savannah met Sherman outside, so the legend goes, and said, "Please don't burn our stuff down. We won't give you any trouble." That's why when you go to Savannah, if you still go to Savannah after what you're about to see, you do see these beautiful, stately mansions and lots of other cool things there. I mean, there was a book written more than a couple years ago, a great book, lousy movie, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. But that's kind of the old Savannah. The new Savannah is where black criminality is the new black entitlement. It's where TV stations do stories about how black killers are pulling guns and shooting at black cops, and it takes them the entire story to kind of get to that part. Instead, they open the story with this black mother going, "Why did the police have to shoot my baby?" Well, they already knew the answer to that question, but they don't give it to the end. They don't tell us that that guy was shooting at cops and the cops were there to arrest him for murder.
All I want to know is why they came here and gunned my son down. They could have shot him in the leg. They could have tased him or something. But why shoot to kill?
That's the mother of 20-year-old Ricky Boyd, who died today after an officer-involved shooting. That shooting happened on Marion Circle, that's near South Robin Hood Drive, about 6 o'clock this morning.
Well, since breaking this story early this morning, WTOC has learned that Metro police officer who was shot has now been released from the hospital. We continue our coverage with WTOC's Danielle Lewan, who is live at Savannah's GBI Coastal Crime Lab with the very latest details.
That's right. Good evening, guys. That's absolutely right. The GBI has taken over this investigation. That is standard protocol for any officer-involved shooting. We are still waiting on the identity of that officer. However, we do know that he was released from Memorial Hospital earlier this afternoon. Well, here's the latest on what has happened since officers arrived to that house at 6:15 this morning.
My son got gunned down today, and he didn't ask for it, especially by no damn USA Marshals.
Ricky Boyd's mother now demanding answers after her son was shot and killed this morning.
Killed him in front of his brothers and sisters down. 10, 12, and 14, and 17 years old. They killed my son in front of his family.
Ricky Boyd was wanted for murder and other charges after another homicide earlier this week on Hudson Street. Savannah Chatham Metro Police and the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force came to this home on Marion Circle just after 6 this morning to issue a search warrant. When they found Boyd, officers say he pulled a gun, fired, and that's when officers also pulled their weapons and fired in defense. Here you can see 11 evidence markers, all bullet holes from this incident. Both Boyd and a Metro Police officer were transported to Memorial Hospital. The officer has since been released. However, Boyd died from those gunshot wounds. Neighbors in the area say the shooting was startling for them, but especially frightful for kids waiting on their school bus.
The kids were down there on the corner. That was a little shocking, for something like that to happen, and the kids about to catch the bus.
Today was also Chief Mark Revenue's first day as interim chief for Metro Police. Revenue spoke with Boyd's family to let them know this case was being handed over to the GBI and will be fully transparent.
We ensured them that they would get a fair, thorough, and competent investigation.
The GBI says this will be a long investigation. In the meantime, Boyd's mother is standing by waiting for this answer.
Why shoot and kill my child? 20 years old, shoot and kill my child like he was a dog.
Again, the Metro Police officer was released from Memorial Hospital this afternoon. We are still waiting on that identity. The GBI assures us they will have more information tomorrow, and we will, of course, get that to you as soon as possible. For now, reporting live from the GBI Crime Lab, I'm Danielle Lewan, WTOC News.
Well, police were at the house serving a warrant to Ricky Boyd, the suspect connected with the deadly shooting that happened Sunday afternoon on Hudson Street. Metro Police say 24-year-old Belil Whitfield died as a result of that shooting.
Yes, and now the cops are going, we're going to have a very long investigation to make sure we did the right thing in trying to put this murderer under arrest. Because everybody knows that in Savannah and lots and lots of other chocolate cities around the United States, you may not try to arrest murderers. You may not return fire if the murderer pulls a gun on you. And you may not do any of that because crime is the new black entitlement. And if you don't know that, if you don't practice that with every fiber of your being, like this new police chief has already figured out, well, you're just going to make the black children angry.